Hello again, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you could join me. Today I'm reviewing the book Max and the Multiverse by Zachry Wheeler, and it is the first book in the Max and the Multiverse series. In this book we're introduced to Max and his pet cat Ross. We also have two aliens that we meet later in the book called Para and Zoe. They are a couple, and I'll jump back to them in just a minute. So we start out with Max. Max, for reasons that are not explained, maybe they are explained later in the series. I don't want to make this a point that's detrimental, just an observation that at least at this point in the book, we don't understand why, but Max has become untethered from his universe. And so every time he goes to sleep, he shifts to a different universe in the multiverse. We are given some indication that there are limits to Max's shifting. Again, later on in the book, you already know that there's aliens involved. So he's on a spaceship. He falls asleep, and he doesn't end up in a different planet or on a different planet or stranded in deep space. He's still on the spaceship. So there are limits to him shifting. It has to shift to a universe where he can survive. Anyway, he ends up shifting into universes where cats can talk, where only slight things have changed, where he is completely different. But in the end, he shifts to a universe where apparently there was no religion, and because of that, human ingenuity and science are leaps and bounds ahead of where we are today, such to the point that humanity has gone to the stars, and he decides to take a trip off planet. First off, I don't buy that premise one bit, because the way that he said the way that the author approached it is back in the caveman times. One single caveman decided no on the fact that there would be no spirituality or religion, and because of that, there's no spirituality or religion at all on the entire planet. Considering the fact that multiple religions have popped up in multiple places over the span of history, even prehistory, one person deciding, no, we're not going to have a religion here, is not going to mean that that there is no religion on the entire planet. It would have to be every time that there was an attempt, or every time that there could be a religion founded, that it would have to be squashed right then and there. And I don't buy that premise. Anyway, that being said, Max ends up going to the moon of Europa, and just at the same time that Zoe and Para are stopping at the moon of Europa. Apparently there's this fabulous water bar that pulls water from the moon of Europa, and it's a transcendental experience. And so they are shipping a rather dangerous device, and they make a stop on Europa to try this water, and they are set upon by the forces of the main antagonist for this particular book. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's given the title of Lord. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. However, her brigands, if you will, her henchmen show up, threatening the two that they must give over their cargo. In the ensuing escape, Max ends up on their spaceship and ends up traveling with them to try to escape from the people that were coming to collect this very dangerous device. They end up on a planet where they can It's basically a lawless planet. I say lawless. It has its own rules, but apparently it does not follow the rules of any galactic civilization. It's its own thing. And this is, once again, it's an interesting exploration. Planet was colonized not for the sake of expansion, but for the sake of exploitation. And all the minerals and things that could be used were taken from the planet, and then organized crime took over the planet, and it became a law unto itself. They end up there because that's the one place they can go that they might be able to find someone who can help them deal with the object that they have been given, and this is, or that they are meaning to ship. And this is where we are kind of given more information on Max's ability. He obviously has to sleep at various times during the voyage, and we find out that via an aside that he's not just going to space himself on accident and die. Anyway, I do like the prose style of Zachry Wheeler. And I did find Max and the Multiverse to be an amusing a book, and I did enjoy reading it. Obviously, I have some issues with some of the ideas that are presented in the book and the way they're presented. But maybe you won't. Maybe you will find those ideas perfectly acceptable. I don't mean that. But anyway, I digress. I enjoyed it. Excuse me. I enjoyed Max and the Multiverse. I do like, as I said, I do like the books by Zachry Wheeler. The reason I got Max and the Multiverse was because of the book Roy by Zachry Wheeler. I also find it rather interesting the way that these books are sold and marketed. So I got Max the Multiverse from Google Books, and it was free. Same with Roy, both free. Now there are several books in each series. The two series, the one with Roy, that series connects with Max and the Multiverse. I don't remember exactly how, but they do connect. And both of those, Roy and Max and the Multiverse, I got from Google Books for free. But if I want to get the rest of the books in the series, then I need to pay for them. Which is, as I said, it's a rather interesting, and I find it maybe a good way, because if I really want to read the rest of the series, and I do like the books by Zachry Wheeler, I'm going to have to pony up the dough to get them. I don't know that these books have physical copies. Oh no, you can get physical copies for Max and the Multiverse from Amazon, but as I said, you can even on Amazon Prime, you can get Max and the Multiverse as an ebook for free. So it makes, in my mind, a good way to get people interested in your books. But then if you want to get the rest of the books in the series, then you've got to pay for them. And if you're interested enough to, even take a shot at the book, you may find that you enjoy them. Anyway, that's it for today. Let me know if you've read any of the books by Zachry Wheeler. Let me know what you thought of Max and the Multiverse if you've read it. As always, like, share, subscribe. Put your comments down below. I will address them as they come in. And until next time, enjoy what you're reading.